I currently have a tummy ache just from dealing with a bunch of emotional stuff over the last 24 to 48 hours. That's just a thing that happens sometimes when you get really emotional. You get a tummy ache. But last year, when I was heavily drinking, I had what's called alcohol-induced gastritis frequently. Alcohol-induced gastritis is basically just inflammation of the stomach based on from drinking alcohol. Now, what the symptoms that I had from it was basically pain, cramping, constant diarrhea. Sometimes I'd have constipation too. Sometimes I'd have constipation and then I'd drink and then I'd have immediate diarrhea, which don't 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 do that. That's awful. But other things that would happen is I would lose control of my bowels and it was very unhealthy. Sometimes like I would usually make it to the bathroom. There were a few times where I didn't and I had a mess to clean up. It was awful. Other times I would vomit, and vomiting is awful. Vomiting feels horrible. I hate it. I wish I never vomited, but I did it. And I'm making this video because it's been 3 or 4 hours since World of T-Shirts last posted a video where he was chugging a bottle of wine, which is bad. And he had that Borg earlier, and he's probably, if I had to guess, his BAC is 0.3 to 0.4, which is in the blackout range with the risk of death, which is very unfortunate, and I'm hoping he can get help. But it doesn't look like there's anybody who can help him, and the reason I'm saying that is because when I was at my worst, there was nobody who could help me. I had multiple people who I trust and who care about me telling me to stop drinking, and I didn't because I had an addiction. And he has an addiction too. And in order to stop an addiction, you first have to admit that you have an addiction. And it took me a while to realize I had one, and it's probably going to take him a while to realize he has one. And unfortunately, some people never do, no matter what the consequences are. And we can do what we can to offer treatment, but unfortunately, a lot of the times when people who have addictions go into the hospital, especially addictions to these types of things that we think of as vices, that they're not treated properly, or they're just given treatment for the acute stuff and not kept in the hospital for the chronic problems that are caused, or to help you go through the withdrawal. Like, it's very difficult and it's very painful when that happens. I did not actually go to the hospital when I was in withdrawal. I dealt with it myself, and hallucinations are not fun. And honestly, if Josh has ever gone through withdrawals, every time you go through withdrawal, the next time it gets worse. And it gets to the point where each time you're going through a withdrawal, it's harder and harder for your body to keep up, harder and harder for your body to keep you alive. And it's very, very dangerous. So I hope that if he does end up, making the decision to stop drinking, he gets immediate medical attention, whether that be through an emergency room, whether that be through a rehab facility or something, because with what he's doing right now, he is absolutely destroying his body. And what I saw today, he's got over 6 million views from everything with the drinks being posted, which is going to encourage him to post the drinks more. And if Drink Tracker comes back, hopefully Drink Tracker can reach out to him and explain that, hey, I'm doing this to help you. But I think Josh hates Drink Tracker, which is unfortunate, because Drink Tracker, just like I am right now, we just want people to not drink as much. And now, if you make the decision to drink alcohol, that is entirely your choice, as long as that decision does not harm others, such as driving a vehicle or anything like that. But we want to make sure, just like with smoking cigarettes, that you understand the risks that you're putting yourself through.